I've come with contractors from across the UK to the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai for this year's Numark Conference. The theme of the conference has been Shaping for Success, and contractors have attended a series of workshops to help them get their businesses ready for the challenging times ahead. They've had tips on everything from marketing to boosting their professional services offering. But first, let's hear from one speaker who actually thinks the credit crunch could be a great time for independence.
The current credit crunch at the moment, I believe, is a strong business opportunity for pharmacy. You have the ability to be agile, you have the ability and support from Numark and other organisations and suppliers to actually upskill your staff. This is the time for pharmacy to actually upskill, get out there and get involved and actually compete against other retailers. Pharmacy needs to, one, is market itself from a local point of view more heavily and more sort of professionally, in that we know with the model on recession that companies or pharmacies that actually market themselves better and harder than the competition will survive the credit crunch. And secondly, the other thing with the credit crunch as well, it's all about the professional service through the staff that work in pharmacies, opportunity to upskill your staff to make sure that your staff can actually compete.
Now let's hear from some Numark members about what top tips they'll be taking back for their pharmacies.
My name is Richard Dean. I'm the Chairman, Managing Director of Dean and Smedley Family Pharmacies. We have 10 pharmacies in the Midlands, and I always come to these conferences with two aims in mind: to learn something new and to network with fellow pharmacists. And I think if I've learned anything so far this conference, it's the importance of marketing what we do more effectively, and I shall certainly go back to my pharmacy and take a fresh look at our marketing.
I'm Michael Maguire from Martin Pharmacy in Middlesbrough. I think the key benefit that I've received from being here is just a range of ideas from the different delegates and the speakers, and getting everyone else's different perspectives has been really useful. And that, combined with the setting of the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai, if that doesn't stir your creative juices, I don't think anything will.
I'm Sanjay Doiger. I'm a pharmacist in Ruislip Manor Pharmacy just outside of London. I've come to Numark Convention because I thought I could learn something and I'd be an enjoyable environment in which to do so. One of the things I've picked up today or throughout these few days is that pharmacy is moving towards a more professional agenda, and whilst supply is still important, it's the new professional services that are going to be our future.
I'm Makinda Suri and I practice mainly in Nottingham. I have 3 pharmacies. This conference has been really quite informative and interactive, and I think the main things that I've got out of it are that although we're so involved in the supply function, there is a move towards more income coming through services and less through supply. Therefore, it's been important for me to think and plan that I have to delegate ownership of extra services to my staff, train them up, and have a slightly different business model going forward.
But it's not all been pharmacists. One man here collecting tips for his clients is Umesh Modi of Silver Levine. For him, the best session was one on diabetes, in which delegates learnt how to boost their service offerings for diabetic patients.
The diabetic session, which was very interesting, I thought. I learnt that a potential diabetic customer is worth £4,000 to a retail pharmacist, and average pharmacy would have 142 diabetic customers, so that is worth about £500,000 in revenue, which I feel will increase their profits and of course the capital value of the pharmacy. It was a very, very interesting session, I thought. Another idea I actually picked up was one of the delegates said that he actually pays his locums £3 extra an hour, and he actually encourages them to do 3 extra MURs. So that, as far as the pharmacy is concerned, earns £80 a day extra, locum earns £24. So I thought that was a very interesting idea as well.
As the sun set in Dubai and another successful conference drew to a close, delegates headed home inspired and ready to rise to the business challenges ahead.